The camera's right, it's back on. There we go.
Right, so the stream is back on. We had some minor technical difficulties setting up again. All you've missed so far, we had on the kick-off for the second half. It was returned for a touchdown. However, it was called back for an illegal block in the back on Manchester. Manchester then assumed the 50-yard line. Because the penalty called back 15 yards from the spot. They've run a few plays, hit one over the middle to one of the slot receivers, and it's now second down and 9 from the 14-yard line. Just check. Another new running back who rumbles again. We are live, yes, it's all on. So we have to wait a little bit for people to find us. God, it's freezing. It is, the wind's picked up a bit. Oh, it's going to be a touchdown. He's just short. You've got some afters.
Looks like Manchester was just diving.
Yeah, Manchester 73 was still doing the tush push. Connor Joyce is injured, maybe. And there's also a Titans player down, possibly he's rolled up one in the bottom of the pile. They have been marked short, I think just about the 2-inch line maybe. We also have a flag, which
the flag would have been for stuff after the whistle.
You've got to think, yeah, it's going to be one of the people at the bottom of the pile, maybe a bit of shoving, maybe a bit of kicking out or something. But if it's on the Vikings, it doesn't really do much because it's a different sort of, probably off like an inch because we half distance. But if it's on the Titans, it would move them back 15 yards.
Medical staff coming out for Manchester now.
Yeah, we've got a few people as you're doing these piles. Connor Joyce has walked off the sideline, just moving his knee a little bit. So realistically, if the Vikings have managed to get a little bit of a reaction here and get a 15-yard penalty, it would be beneficial. So unnecessary roughness on, I think it was 73 for the Titans. So yeah, it's a 15-yard penalty. So it'll be 15 yards to get in the end zone. But I think, very confused because the down box is still there. I don't know what's happening with the downs, whether or not it's goal to go or not. We'll see whether or not they put
5 yards?
Yeah, so the chain should be dropped, I think, because it was a first down and it was after the play, so it gets applied afterwards, so it should be first and goal from there.
So then, yeah.
I think
first
but we still 15. Got the down markers up.
15 to the goal then.
So, yeah, maybe aren't playing like that, so no, they must be able to get a first down here. So first and 10, just about 16. Oh, Bishop gets on him. He's a big bloke, Bishop. Big long
that line.
He's got a long wingspan. He's managed to get through. It looked like it was going to be a quick slant to number 10.
First shot of life out of the D-line here today.
Yeah. I mean, the only real time they got near Charlie Martin was on that fumbled snap, the second one, where he
the one that ended up
where he essentially like Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhooked it out into the flats on the opposite side of the field, which was otherworldly, if I do say so. Motion. Be a quick dump off. It's not a great pass, though. Probably isn't the first mistake of the day from Martin, but it's with the scoreline the way it is, not a costly one. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. And we'll see if we've got some more people who have joined us. We're back up to 50 and we've got no comments as such. In the middle, intercepted by Robbie Rumpton.
He makes one.
He is moving.
He has pulled a few.
Bobby B is moving.
To the 26.
And as usual, there is absolutely no emotion or reaction from Robbie. At all. Quite a comparison between him and Victor, who celebrated an incomplete pass out of his zone. But still, there is a flag. It probably is going to be some sort of blocking. No, it's not. It's on Manchester, and it's going to be Vikings ball following interception by Robbie Brumpton. And Aaron Wall is going to bring out his offense. As we said a few times, I feel like they've been a bit hard done by in terms of not getting results. I'm not saying they should be like in a shootout where it's 50 points each, but I find there's been a lot of times where the play's been drawn up quite well, the quarterback's done his job, and whether it's a drop or good coverage or whatever, it's not worked out in the way they intended. Quite a funny interaction in the bar at half-time involving one of the D linemen for the Manchester Titans. The Geordie barman asked him if they were winning by much, and the Titans D lineman said just a little bit.
And it's caught by Pete.
He is caught.
Gain of 4.
Yeah, big-bodied receiver.
Gain of 5.
Seamus's favourite Kennedy.
My favourite Kennedy. Absolutely.
Not a fan of RFK Jr.?
Fuck no.
In his tinfoil hat.
He sounds weird. He has a brain in his head. He has a worm in his head, and he hates science. So.
He also looks like a character from The Sopranos, I find.
Yeah. Kind of looks like the guy who plays the Baron in Dune. The Skarsgård. He kind of looks like them. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Number 18 there for the Titans.
Yeah,
that being Abdul Madugu again.
Number 0 for the Titans, the cornerback on his side. You can audibly hear him react to that by going, "Oh Lord," which I think perfectly sums up that plane. You hear the gasp from the EasyJet plane, currently taxiing to the runway on the way to Marbella.
Lining up for the offense. The snap comes out, hands it off for a run, gets a little bit more this time, makes 2 yards.
We've got some afters.
And a little bit of tussling afterwards.
That's a Durham helmet. Who is it?
Between Bora.
Didn't
look like Bora.
It was definitely.
It was Bora.
It was Bora, yeah. Bora loves an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. His dog is actually here, who I've been informed by various friends of ours. The dog name is Adolf, I believe. That's what I've been told. It's a little dog. It's about probably a year old now. Yes, Bora of Swish / Turkish heritage, depending on which day you ask him. Not drawing a penalty, giving away a penalty there.
Is that name bad taste? Tell us your thoughts in the comments.
That's what I've been told. I don't know, but that's what I was told, I believe it was by one of the Hunters actually, who were part in the closest.
Offset penalties.
So Ball does not concede any yards in his little scuffle, and Danny Crane is out to punt.
So,
I think it's because it drops 5%.
it drops in
Sets. I didn't expect it to be. If the running clock, it might be alright.
If not, we just take that. I mean,
Yeah.
there's enough other bits of film. Whoa.
Ooh. Jesus.
big.
Side.
And a flat one. Good bounce, but aiming for the return. Makes his way around Matt Wilson there, but runs into number 23 and is eventually brought down at their own 30-yard line.
Stretch, he's had another good game back from Thailand. Good tackling, lots of hits, always around the ball and defence. But it's been a rough one for any member, especially in the Vikings defence. It's very humbling to concede this amount of points, especially at home. When last year they played I think what many would consider a stronger Titans team. I think this team is a strong team, but last year I think they were considered stronger. It was a much closer game than this at home. So definitely a change of fortunes between the two sides of the new league season. Both, of course, losing to Coventry, who sit atop the division. I don't know if they're playing today or not, but.
And stuff at the 35. God, those moments when your man has his ankles wrapped and the lads are trying to twist him around to get it to the ground. My knees are wincing in the background of them.
Oh yeah, we'll check the comments. I think everyone just takes a bit to
Vikings
get back into it.
Defense lining up, hands it off for a run.
Should be tackled now.
And stuffed after a couple. Back to Hafiz Basiriou after his injury in the first half. He's coming back out for the second.
We've still yet to receive any comments. I don't believe there's any other games being live streamed currently, so we should get some comments from
some stragglers.
The usual culprits down there.
So that is a run. Oh no, it's 33. It is not 34. That's my bad.
Takes some serious contact from Matt
Sam Jones. Sam Jones making the first down. It looks. Both side judges seem to be saying it was a first down.
I don't know what the argument's about. Unless we've got a flag maybe, but I can't see any laundry on the field.
There was one.
Communicating that now. He's coming over to announce. No, looks like he's going to march them towards. No, he's marching them back. I think. No, he's not. No, he is. Now he was marking the yards, now he's just jogging. Holding penalty. 65.
Holding on 64. 65.
Yeah. Didn't say it, wasn't paying attention. No, it doesn't matter. It's now third and long.
That's what you get when you pay for the tickets to come. You get a professional commentary team.
Yep.
A focused professional commentary team.
Yes, many people would say you're not allowed to hold. The truth is you're not allowed to get caught doing it. Everyone is holding every player. You've got to not get caught doing it.
It is the drunk crashers, after all.
Yeah. The winds, as I say that, the wind's picked up again. Oh dear.
And a big pass, and that is wide open to run it in for a touchdown.
Oh, and he's gritty. He's greedy in as well.
I don't know.
It was seven touchdowns, extra point, and then a field goal. Oh, yeah, that would be 52. 49 out of 3. 52. The people in the bar convinced us. Yeah, I think that was just a case of beat for speed.
He just
try to have a cannon.
beat the defenders.
And made him pay by watching his Fortnite dance in the end zone.
And we have the ball boy making a big berth there from.
Every extra point he has moved back an extra 5 yards. Oh, it's blocked, but
It is
still goes
dinked, but
over.
it goes all the same.
Yeah, too much power on it, needed more of a hand.
Now the ball boy has to run forward to get the ball.
Aided by a young child. Vikings out to return. It's been a very tough day in the office, and there's still time to go. But you just be looking for something to take positive into next week's practice. I don't know when is the next game, Dave. After this. I feel it's away. We'll have a look at that. In this brief intermission though, it's a good time to mention the Vikings Golf Day, which is at George Washington Hotel, Golf Club and Spa. It's £100, isn't it, Dave, for around a 2-course meal with your favourite Vikings such as Danny Crane. I imagine hits an absolute long drive.
With his leg.
Bryson DeChambeau actually has been in Durham recently getting tips from Danny Crane on how to drive a ball.
And it goes dead. So back to form in terms of kicking it dead on the kickoffs. Now that he's got the wind with him, we're probably going to see a lot of that.
Yeah, he was still good kicks before. I think the wind was just holding him in the air a little bit, which was actually doing a good job for Manchester because Marfisi
of the third quarter
was having a bit of trouble. Yeah, so after quite a long first half with the running clock, it'll be pretty quick till the end here.
So you're telling me I can go play golf with some of my favourite household Vikings names?
Yes, such as Matt Wilson.
Such as Matt Wilson.
Of Saarland Hurricanes fame.
Saarland Hurricanes. Big up the German boys.
You could also play golf with, probably not Victor. Trying to think, who else? Matthew Knox. Matthew Knox plays golf, I know that much. He probably cheats to all hell, a bit like Donald J. Trump, but he does play golf.
I actually saw stories about that where a lad was beating Donald Trump at his club in like a club championship, and one of the golf caddies came up to him and said, "I suggest you stop winning," because a number of people who'd beaten Trump in previous rounds had mysteriously lost their memberships.
Yeah, I wonder if he just teed off in the wrong way in the next hole.
Hits the ball straight backwards. It is a run. He goes to the right hand side, but he is driven back rather dominantly.
Yeah. Bora again.
My favourite professional golfer is actually Kim Jong-un.
Brilliant.
He infamously shot 18 around one of the golf courses in North Korea, which is a very impressive feat. 18 holes in ones in a row.
In a row.
And I mean,
no reason. Peter Kennedy is limping up. No! No, Peter! Peter! No! Alright, all hope is lost. Throw in the towel. There goes Peter Kennedy. There he goes. Youngest player on the team at
how old is he?
14 years old. He sure looks it though, doesn't he? No, I believe he is at Durham University, but he sure does look like he shouldn't be. I've watched this man get ID'd every time I've been in a pub with him. Seems to be a hamstring or a calf.
The pads are coming off.
Pads are off. Jersey's off.
There will be once he figures out how to do it. So so, and there'll be a new receiver in the game. Unsure who it is. Looks like it's Jay Bowcut, actually. Top of the screen. 87. And I think
Is that Matt Wilson playing
Matt
tight
Wilson's
end?
at tight end, yeah. They put him next to
He
Bora.
really can do it all, can't
Yeah,
he?
they put him next to Bora as a peacemaker.
Yes, because when Matt Wilson is the coolest head around, you're in a good room.
What did Matt Wilson study, Darren?
Business analytics and chemistry.
And chemistry.
Chemistry undergrad, MBA for.
It does sound like the kind of course Walter White would be interested in. Business analytics and chemistry. But yeah,
Peter's finally gotten his pads off. Did take a while there, making it look so difficult.
It's a bit like watching like a fly that's trapped in like in a glass. Try and get out. It's like, well, repeatedly.
Tune in next week where he takes on the challenge of a bra as well.
There we go. Someone using the British Park Euro behind us.
Our world-class facilities include the burger, the chips. And he breaks the line and he makes it run and he slides for it to make about
Good play.
5 or 6 to make it 4th and 5.
I feel like
Fourth and four.
it's tough to say, but maybe he could have looked at it a bit earlier on, maybe run a bit, because the 2 times he has took off Aaron, he's been successful. And that was the longer of the 2. Sees him at 4th and about 5, and the player emerges from the urinal, probably with Lyme disease from all of the long grass.
Yeah, scratching already.
Yeah, it's a nasty encounter, that one.
No, world-class facilities include the bar, the pitch, and the piss spot behind the shed.
Oh, it's a ball.
Pass goes up and he
Never
doesn't
was
look
going
up.
to get there, never got there.
Underthrown.
Short-armed it. Intended for Phil Hewitt, who did have the big reception earlier, but all of the Vikings receivers have kind of went missing a bit.
That is a turnover on downs.
Yeah, so it's going to be Titans' ball, and the clock will still run throughout all of this.
Oh.
Never mind, it was offside.
First down,
it was
first down
offside.
Vikings.
Yes, and the defensive end jumped.
Pleasant surprise here
We'll
for
always,
the boys.
we'll always take that.
So Aaron Wall stays on the field. And we'll see if we've got any comments. We have not.
Thank God.
We've got. Oh no, we might have. Oh no, we do.
And Matt catches the slant.
There we go.
And he beats one man, beats the second man.
Yeah,
Makes a good bit of ground there.
We've got a couple of comments actually. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong stream. So, someone's asking. I'm assuming the clock and quarters aren't being maintained. No, the reason that we don't operate the clock. It is in the fourth quarter now.
Yeah, we're trying to not let the camera run out of battery.
Aaron Wilson is saying 70, who's Bora, has lost his head. He never had it in the first place. So that's actually factually incorrect. And yes, it is in the fourth quarter with running clock.
Pass goes up to Matt Wilson. He makes the catch and he's still going. Gets brought down at about the 11.
Yeah. It's been a tough weekend for Matt Wilson with all the heat.
Finally leaving it out there.
Yeah.
Clock's still running. Final bit of life from the Vikings offense coming out here. 2 back-to-back almost great plays with Matt Wilson to put them in the position they're in now. First scoring threat all day.
Yeah, Matt Wilson burns like a body in a crematorium.
Imagine Manchester have rotated.
Yeah, I think we've seen a little bit. The quarterback down the bottom of the screen did start the game.
Offside.
That did look.
I don't think
Pass incomplete, but it did look like offside or a false start from the defense.
there was no flag. The ball did touch Theo in the hands there, but it would have been a difficult catch, and he would have exposed his ribs to make it. Yeah, it looks like there might be a gum shield on the field as well now.
Well, don't know. It looks a bit tape. More tape.
Oh, maybe a bit of tape, yeah.
Thrilling commentary up here in the booth.
Well, we can't really talk much about the result because it's kind of decided.
Straight fire, boy. And Peter's got his pads back on.
Oh, he's eager.
Oh, here we go.
He's jogging over. He wants to be involved in the end of this drive.
It's about a shot of insulin.
And the pass comes out. Oh, just out of reach. Just out of reach. So they have one or two more passes. It does look like they'll be going for it.
Yeah, the intended target was Jake Balcutt there, who's a sort of hybrid all-lineman tight end, depending on the depth of the day. The tight end currently, in the absence of Peter Kennedy, Seamus's love interest.
Peter Kennedy's love interest is here in the stands today.
You know everyone's girlfriend.
They know me. I know everyone's girlfriend except for Fran Holmes' girlfriend.
Go on.
Oh, is it intercepted? It is.
Picked. And there goes the ball game. And the bubble has been popped.
Yeah.
A collective sigh.
It was a
great
good
drive, but Matt Wilson on his own wasn't enough. A couple of good runs from the quarterback, but just not enough in the end.
The ball there was a jump ball. It was a 50-50 ball. I think the Vikings player got his hand on it first.
Just got
Just
tipped
bobbled
into the
down.
deeper player there.
Yeah, it's a good reaction from number 0. Yeah, so we see Charlie Martin lead out his high-flying offense again. We'll see what they do here, because some would say, oh, well, they might run the ball, like run the clock out, what have you, but realistically, there's a good chance if you just hand the ball off inside, it might go a distance, based on some of the tackling we've seen and some of the play in the box.
With the amount of rotational wins and losses between Coventry and Manchester.
Here we go.
I fear I might have spoke too soon, because that is what we're seeing.
Yeah.
He does run out of bounds, avoiding Stretch. Although I think that might have actually benefited Stretch's life expectancy, because that is a big boy carrying the ball there.
Jukes.
Yes, he's very, very girthy in terms of his build. He's now off the field, presumably to get oxygen. And the clock is still going to be running here, so
It does seem like the camera will make the distance in terms of battery life, which we love to see.
Thanks
We
for
do
the
love to
rolling
see.
clock.
yeah. We've got a comment from someone here that I want to address. We've got I'm going to read out the name. We've got Egg in a Bun Bean saying Newcastle are washed. Well, unlike you. Okay, then we get a player, not as many.
It's game 3, pipe down.
But yeah, I don't think there's any shame.
Seriously mopey people in the
There are,
comments,
I
don't
do.
it?
I'd love to see you do.
Whingy
I'd love to
watchers,
see
like-
you do better, named after a food in a piece of bread.
Honestly, game 3, like we had people saying, "Oh, Newcastle are getting relegated." Game 1, game 2, game 3.
I mean, I think it's, if you're going to comment on people, there's some of them in the chat that are doing this, and I respect it. Put your actual government name to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hiding behind a different name.
Don't hide behind something produced by poultry. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Never.
Probably just Nottingham Caesars players who are still upset about their defeat at David Ross Sports Village.
Yeah. I kind of think they're over it now, to be fair. But
Ooh, nearly picked right back there in the corner. It's a little small on the stream, but
50-50.
50-50 ball just ended up swatted down.
Yeah, number 28 for the Vikings, who's been in the corner all day. We will get a check on the roster if I can get that out of my pocket. It is scanning.
is it Adam Newton?
It is Adam Newton. I was going to read the number next to him, but I realised that's his BAFRA number. So that might like lead to like his tax returns or something.
There's his PIN card there as well.
Yeah. Home address, national security number.
Ooh.
Knox makes the tackle.
Brought down for a
Just about.
small gain.
Looked initially like he might have actually...
First down. Didn't look like a first down.
Looked initially like Knox might have actually overshot him in an attempt to get the ball, but did manage to cling on. His little childlike hands.
And we're going back to shaky mode, fellas. to charge the phone as it's...
Out of spite, due to the scoreline, we're handheld again. Yeah, we've got Knox at cornerback now in an attempt to... Swish now comes in again. Up the middle. Oh,
Still going. And finally brought down.
Tackled by Stretch, who is
Slow to get
down
up,
on the field.
but getting up all the
He's
same.
actually just doing press ups, I believe.
Leave it all out there.
Yeah. And yeah, it'll be a fun bus ride back for Manchester, but it will be a better bus ride back had they hired Howard Snaith coaches. That would have been a much better atmosphere. What do you say so myself?
Who is definitely not a drunk crasher. He is a sober arriver.
Yes.
No, I'm sure the bus journey will be great right until the end, because they'll be in Manchester.
Yeah.
A team that used to have 2 good football clubs and now has 0.
The guy on the Titan sideline making erratic noises.
And he pitches it to the left and makes the first down.
Yeah, the running back, I mean, he's a big boy.
Just stretches at the end there to make that first down.
Put him in the end of the game is a bit like a Make-A-Wish, but he hasn't managed to find their end zone.
Yeah, the McDonald's was closed, so they put him in the game instead.
They're bringing 19 back in, who is about half the size of 33. And they said the blue has gone sour. No one cares about your milk puns. Martin's running with it.
And QB runs it up the middle. 2 Vikings players collapses, but he makes it over the line.
Believe they call it a touchdown. The guy on this side seems eager to, but they haven't.
They have not.
At first it looked like Martin was going to take quite a hit, but the Vikings actually opted to tackle each other instead.
Yeah, he got sandwiched, but he slipped through.
Yeah. It's not been the Vikings day. It's a tough one to swallow, but they'll regroup and go again. And they'll look to improve, especially the next time they face Manchester. Be down at
Snap comes out. And he's definitely over that time.
Wish is granted. I'd be soured too if we hosted a game I couldn't score. It's great English now from DK. But yeah, no, it's been a good performance from the Titans. All round, I would say. Special teams, as we expected, has been good. Offensively, I think the new quarterback from last year has done a very good job managing the game, pushing the ball downfield when he was asked to. At the end there, even taking off. Probably was supposed to absorb a hit, but ended up avoiding it.
The ball boy is preemptively sitting on the fence here, getting ready for the kick. And probably quite a good thing too, that it's gone clean over the trees.
Yeah.
There is a gate in the fence down there that I'm pretty sure we're meant to be using. You can see it there in the middle.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look at our upcoming schedule. So, today, the 11th of May, home to Titans. The Vikings next play on the 1st of the month of June, away to Coventry. Then they welcome the East Kilbride Pirates, not the Somali Pirates, to Druids Park on the 15th of June. The return fixture against Manchester is on the 22nd of June. They travel up to the treacherous land of EKP on the 6th of July. And then on the 10th of August, they welcome Nottingham, who they won't have seen since April, for the final game of the regular season, hoping for another. But early indications, if it was to carry out the way it's gone so far, losses to Coventry and Manchester would make the playoffs not impossible, but certainly difficult. You've got to win both return fixtures, both of which are away, so that would be a very difficult mountain to climb for Kev and the Vikings.
So 66-0 in the dying moments of the fourth quarter. Ball goes, bounces high, and
God,
doesn't quite go dead.
Oh dear. I don't know why. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it did bounce in there because they did blow it dead.
Confusion
Many
up and down the pitch.
Not the result. It is Vikings ball. It can't be long left.
Titans MVP and Vikings MVP. What are
There
your
we
thoughts?
go, that's it.
That's the game. That's the ball game, folks.
Titans MVP, I'm going to say.
The second running back they brought out. No, I think it was number 19.
I'm going to quarterback. I think the
Yeah, the
quarterback's had a very good game. For the Vikings, it's hard to like justify singling someone out when it's such obviously a result. But I think Stretch has had a good game again.
Also, yeah.
I think Stretch has had a good game despite obviously the defensive struggles. I think that would be mine. I think the O-line for the Vikings is actually in pass protection had quite a good game. I think run blocking, it's a different story. But I think Stretch for the Vikings, and then you would definitely pick a good few Titans out. But I would go for Charlie Martin, the quarterback, who's had a good game there. But the running backs
After he warmed up that arm, he was doing great.
Yeah, no, he was a good few.
But it was the run game that kept them just the points racking up in the first half.
Yeah.
And they just had so many. They just had so many running backs to dig from, so they were never out of breath.
Yeah, so as we get the lineups here and the hugs and the handshakes, with Lenkowski and Joyce meeting in the middle, it's the end of the game. It is a Titans win by
66 points.
by a cricket score, let's be honest. But yeah, tough day out for the Vikings. They'll regroup on the 1st of June away